Have you ever stood before the Great Pyramids of Giza and felt that sense of awe, that feeling that you're only seeing the tip of the iceberg? For centuries, we've marveled at these ancient wonders, but what if I told you that the biggest secrets of Giza aren't on the surface, but hidden deep beneath the sand? Recently, scientists have confirmed the existence of massive, hidden megastructures right under the Giza Plateau, and this discovery is rewriting everything we thought we knew about ancient Egypt. This isn't just a wild theory from a late-night documentary. We're talking about hard scientific data from ground-penetrating radar and electrical resistivity tomography. These technologies are like X-rays for the Earth, allowing archaeologists to see what's buried without digging a single hole. And what they found is mind-boggling. We're not just talking about a few forgotten tombs or a hidden chamber. We're talking about a vast, complex network of tunnels, shafts, and large, L-shaped structures that stretch for hundreds of meters beneath the very ground tourists walk on every day. So, what exactly did they find? The most significant discovery is a massive, anomalous structure located in a previously unexplored area of the Western Cemetery at Giza. This area was thought to be empty, just a blank space on the archaeological map, but the scans revealed something incredible: a shallow structure connected to a much deeper, larger one. The shallow part seems to be an L shape, about 10 meters long, filled with what appears to be sand, suggesting it might have been an entrance that was deliberately backfilled. But below that, extending down to a depth of at least 10 meters, is the real prize: another enormous structure, measuring a staggering 100 meters by 100 meters. A structure of this size has never been found at Giza before. To put that into perspective, that's roughly the size of a modern city block, buried deep underground. The scientists who made this discovery, a team from Higashi Nippon International University and Tohoku University in Japan, along with Egypt's National Research Institute of Astronomy and Geophysics, were stunned. They called the readings a highly anomalous discovery, a term scientists use when they find something so unusual it defies easy explanation. What could this colossal underground complex be? This isn't the first time we've had hints of a subterranean world at Giza. Legends and ancient texts have long spoken of a mythical underworld, a city of the gods hidden beneath the pyramids. The Greek historian Herodotus, who visited Egypt in the 5th century BC, wrote about underground chambers built by the original pharaohs. He described a vast labyrinthine complex said to contain all the knowledge of the ancient world. For centuries, these stories were dismissed as myths, but now, with modern technology, we're finding evidence that might just prove these ancient legends were based on reality. Think about the Edgar Cayce prophecies from the 1930s. Cayce, a famous American psychic, claimed that a hall of records containing the history of humanity from Atlantis was hidden under the Sphinx's paw. While that remains a fringe theory, the new scientific data forces us to ask, could these newly detected structures be related to such a legendary place? Perhaps the hall of records wasn't a single room, but a vast complex, the very one these scans are now revealing. Let's dive deeper into the science. How does this technology even work? Electrical resistivity tomography, or ERT, involves sending electrical currents into the ground. Different materials, like rock, sand, or empty space, resist this current differently. By measuring these variations, scientists can create a 3D map of what's underground. Ground-penetrating radar, or GPR, works similarly but uses radio waves. When these two independent methods both show the same massive anomaly, it gives the findings incredible weight. It's not just a glitch or a misreading. Something very real and very large is down there. The location is also key. The Western Cemetery is where many high-ranking officials and members of the royal family from the Old Kingdom were buried. It's filled with mastabas, which are flat-roofed, rectangular tombs. But the area where this new discovery was made was conspicuously empty. Why? Was this area deliberately left clear on the surface because something far more important was built beneath it? Was it a sacred entrance to this underground world, a place so revered that no one was allowed to build on top of it? The L-shaped structure found at a shallow depth is particularly intriguing. The scans suggest it was filled with a homogeneous sand mixture, meaning it was likely filled in intentionally after construction. Researchers speculate this might have been a construction ramp or an entranceway that was sealed off for eternity. It leads directly down to the much larger, deeper anomaly. It's like a doorway to a hidden world that was locked and buried. So, the billion-dollar question remains, what is this complex? One theory is that it's a previously unknown royal burial complex, perhaps for a pharaoh or queen whose tomb has never been found. Its immense size would certainly be fitting for royalty. The construction of such a massive underground structure would have been an incredible feat of engineering, rivaling the pyramids themselves. Another theory is that it wasn't a tomb at all, but a religious or ceremonial center connected to the Osiris cult. Osiris was the god of the underworld, and Giza was considered a gateway to the afterlife. A massive underground complex could have been used for secret rituals and initiations, the physical representation of the journey into the underworld. It could be the legendary tomb of Osiris that had been sought for centuries. Ancient texts refer to a place called the Shedet, a secret chamber associated with Osiris, and many have long believed it was located at Giza. And let's not forget the possibility that it's something else entirely, something we can't even imagine yet. The ancient Egyptians were masters of engineering and astronomy. What if this complex served a purpose related to technology, knowledge storage, or something even more esoteric? The precision and scale of their surface construction suggest a level of planning and understanding that we are still trying to comprehend. It's entirely possible their subterranean achievements were just as advanced. This discovery opens up a thrilling new chapter in Egyptology. The next step is excavation, a careful and painstaking process that could take years or even decades. Archaeologists will have to carefully dig down, following the path indicated by the scans, to physically uncover what lies beneath. What will they find? Will it be pristine chambers filled with treasure and inscriptions? Will it be a complex that finally explains some of the enduring mysteries of how the pyramids were built? Or will it raise even more questions than it answers? This is a pivotal moment. We are standing on the brink of potentially the greatest archaeological discovery of the 21st century. The sands of Giza have held their secret for over 4,500 years. For centuries, explorers, archaeologists, and dreamers have searched for what lies beneath. Now, thanks to the fusion of ancient mystery and modern technology, we are finally pulling back the curtain. The confirmed megastructures aren't just an anomaly on a computer screen. They are a tangible link to a lost world, a world of incredible ambition, ingenuity, and spirit. The pyramids have always been a symbol of human potential. But what we can achieve when we work together towards a monumental goal. But this discovery reminds us that there is always more to learn and more to explore. The story of ancient Egypt is far from over. In fact, it feels like we're just at the beginning of a new, exciting chapter. What do you think is hidden down there? A lost tomb? A sacred temple? Or the legendary Hall of Records? Let me know your theories in the comments below. And make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because we will be following the story every step of the way. You won't want to miss what they find next. Thanks for watching.